3 months after Tom Mason disappears into an alien ship, the second mass is still moving, still fighting, still surviving one day at a time. Captain Weaver leads a small strike team through ruined streets, hitting skidders and mechs hard, then pulling back to save ammo. Ben Mason fights with rage now. He doesn't hesitate. When he sees a wounded skidder still breathing, he jumps down and kills it himself. But he makes a mistake. Tom Mason is alive, and Ben doesn't know it. When Ben fires again, the bullet goes through a skidder and hits Tom. Father and son reunite in the worst possible way. Tom is rushed back to camp. Anne operates as memories flood in. On the alien ship, Tom is tortured, watched, tested. The Overlords speak to him through Karen, a former member of the Second Mass. They offer peace, a neutral zone, safety under alien control. Tom refuses. He fights back and is punished for it.
Hey! I've been here for days!
Later, the aliens drop him in a field alongside other prisoners. A mech kills everyone else and lets Tom live, sending him back as a warning. On his way home, Tom helps a young girl named Teresa bury her murdered mother. They part ways, choosing different paths to survive. When Tom finally reaches his people, Ben nearly kills him again, this time by accident. Tom wakes up surrounded by family. He reunites with his sons, with Anne, with the Second Mass. But not everyone is glad he's back. Pope watches Tom closely, and he doesn't trust a man who escaped the aliens. Tom starts having nightmares. The aliens are still inside his head. Worse, Anne finds a parasite in his eye. Fear spreads fast. If the aliens changed Tom, how would anyone know? The Second Mass faces another problem, a destroyed bridge blocking their path. Ben volunteers to scout alone. He discovers the bridge is controlled by alien tech guiding airships. They fix the bridge, vehicles begin crossing, then the sky fills with alien ships. Ben, Hal, Maggie, and Di destroy the control structure just in time. Skidders and mechs swarm the bridge. Tom stays behind, firing to slow them down. The bridge is wired to blow. Weaver waits as long as he can, but Pope detonates early. Tom is gone. Again. Or so they think. Tom survives by swimming under the wreckage. He catches up as the Second Mass reaches an abandoned airport. The group moves on, but doubt follows them. The Second Mass sets up camp at the airfield. People are sick. Anne is overwhelmed. Ben goes out hunting skidders with Jimmy, driven by revenge. Meanwhile, Pope makes his move. He kidnaps Tom and drags him outside camp. Pope speaks for the fear everyone feels. Tom came back from the aliens too easily. People don't trust him. Ben and Jimmy stop Pope before it turns deadly.
Hey, Professor Mason.
Jimmy.
Weaver considers kicking Pope out. Tom stops him. Instead, he places himself under Pope's command, joining the Berserkers to keep enemies close. That night, Ben and Jimmy encounter another skidder. It freezes Ben in place. His spikes glow blue. The alien controls him. Jimmy attacks and is killed. Anne tries everything, but she fails, and Jimmy dies. Tom and Pope follow the trail of the aliens who took the bodies, but Tom stops Pope from acting on his bloodlust. Suddenly, a mech appears and escorts the skidders away, revealing that something larger is at play.
Blow their heads. Don't do it. Don't.
A message arrives. Charleston is gathering survivors, offering hot water, supplies, and a chance at a future. Pope mocks the dead and keeps Jimmy's compass, pushing Tom over the edge. He brutally beats Pope, who then storms off from the Second Mass. Ben, racked with guilt over Jimmy's death, breaks down in Weaver's arms as the group prepares to leave for Charleston.
Hey, you're gonna be fine.
But when Hal finds him, Ben has vanished, and the same skidder briefly seizes control of him again. Meanwhile, Matt wants respect. He wants to matter. Two berserkers use him as bait for skidders. Tom shuts it down fast, but Matt feels humiliated. Ben and Hal lose their bikes while trying to help a kid. That mistake leads them to a group of feral survivors, the Lost Boys. Their leader is Diego. One of them is Jean, Weaver's daughter.
Jean?
Dad.
The second mass offers help, but the Lost Boys' hideout is destroyed. The kids are captured and taken to a harnessing facility. Arguments break out. Diego refuses to wait. He takes action and takes Matt with him. Tom launches a rescue without a real plan. They storm the facility just in time. Kids are saved and the place is destroyed. Hal sees Ben connect with the harnessed creature again. His spikes glow. Jean chooses to leave with Diego. She leaves Weaver a note. Another goodbye in a world full of them. Explosions light up the horizon. The second mass expects a resistance victory. Instead, they find dead mechs, burned skitters. Something else is fighting the aliens. Under the rubble, Hal finds a glowing child.
Ben?
He thinks it's Ben, but it's Rick, the boy who once betrayed them. Rick and Ben lead Tom to a warehouse. Inside is a wounded skitter with one red eye, the same one who tortured Tom, the same one who killed Jimmy. Ben and Rick stop them from killing it. This skitter is a rebel. Some skitters resist the harness. They want to fight the Overlords too. An impossible alliance begins. Meanwhile, Hal and Maggie grow closer. Walls come down and trust starts to form. Meanwhile, Hal finds bodies of de-harnessed kids. Among them is Karen. She's alive. Tom and Anne grow closer as pressure builds. Weaver's health worsens, and Tom realizes something unsettling. Weaver has been hiding the truth from the group, not to control them, but to protect them. And in this war, protection and lies often look the same. Karen lures Ben away under the pretense of helping him understand his connection to the Skitters, but it quickly becomes clear she is setting a trap.
Skitters.
Close by.
Rebels.
The Overlords want answers about the Skitter resistance, and Ben is the key. Karen prepares to place a harness on him so they can extract everything he knows, but before she can finish, Tom and the second mass storm in and open fire. Chaos erupts as humans and aliens clash, and in the confusion, Karen escapes. During the standoff, Tom finds himself face to face with an Overlord. He raises his weapon and aims directly at it, something no human has ever done. The alien forces hesitate. They don't attack.
What the hell? They don't want to risk it getting hit.
Tom immediately understands the power of what just happened. Instead of killing the Overlord, he captures it. For the first time, the humans take one of the enemy alive, and Tom decides to transport the Overlord to Charleston as leverage. Weaver fully resumes command as they prepare to move out. Before leaving the hospital, he sends Anne, Lords, and Matt to the basement to gather medical supplies, with Matt acting as extra security.
Move! Move!
While the Overlord is being secured above ground, the base suddenly comes under heavy attack. Weaver quickly realizes the frontal assault is a distraction. A mech has slipped in through the rear of the building, and Tom rushes to stop it. He succeeds, but the explosion collapses part of the structure, trapping Anne, Lords, and Matt in the basement. Karen appears again, calm and confident, offering terms. If the humans surrender the Overlord, everyone lives. Tom and Hal know better than to trust her, but the pressure is unbearable. At the same time, Ben and Tom argue fiercely. Tom wants to protect his son at all costs, but Ben believes his presence endangers everyone. He makes a painful decision. After this is over, he will leave the second mass.
Go back! Go back!
Trapped below, Anne, Lords, and Matt discover Jamil, who was sent to find them. He looks unharmed, but something is very wrong. He warns them not to open a nearby door. Before they can react, the truth is revealed. Jamil has been turned into a living weapon. Alien creatures burst from his body and swarm the basement, forcing Anne, Lords, and Matt to flee into the blood lab. Anne makes a quick decision and sends Matt through the air vents to get help. As the creatures tear through metal and close in, Matt barely escapes. Tom and Pope find him just in time and pull him out of the vents. The basement is sealed, but everyone knows it won't hold for long. Karen returns once more to force the issue. To prove she's serious, she coldly executes Boone, a captured resistance fighter, right in front of them. Tom snaps. He confronts the captive Overlord and demands answers. Through Ben, the Overlord explains that Earth holds something the aliens want, though it refuses to say what. Humanity, it claims, is weak and destructive, barely worth saving. To prove its point, the Overlord begins killing Ben through their mental link. Tom doesn't hesitate. He shoots the Overlord in the neck, nearly killing their only bargaining chip. Anne rushes in to keep it alive. Weaver is furious, but he understands. He admits that if Jeannie were in Ben's place, he would have done the same. Despite everything, Tom and Weaver realize something important. The Skitter Rebellion is real, and it truly frightens the Overlords. The Resistance may be trapped, but Tom has one last move. He orders Karen brought in. Karen arrives smug and confident, mocking Hal and boasting about how easily she manipulated them. Her confidence shatters when she sees the wounded Overlord.
Dr. Glass did what she could to stop the bleeding.
Tom lays out his deal clearly. The humans walk free, and Karen gets her master back for treatment. When Karen threatens an airstrike, Tom reveals the building is wired with explosives, and Pope holds the detonator. If anything goes wrong, everyone inside dies, including Karen and the Overlord. The aliens have no choice. They agree. Later, as the convoy stops to refuel, Ben and Tom share a final goodbye. It's quiet, emotional. Ben leaves on foot to join the Skitter Rebellion, choosing a dangerous path so the second mass can survive. Tom watches his son disappear into the distance as the convoy continues toward Charleston. The second mass pushes forward, but the long journey to Charleston wears everyone down. Tensions rise, especially between Pope, Hal, and Maggie, as old wounds and unspoken fears resurface. Small arguments threaten to turn into something bigger, and Weaver works constantly to keep the group focused and together. During the drive, Weaver learns more about Tektor's past, gaining a deeper understanding of the man behind the violence. The road doesn't just move them closer to safety, it forces them to confront who they really are and what they've done to survive. The second mass finally reaches Charleston. For the first time in a long while, there is structure, leadership, and the sense that humanity is still standing somewhere.
All they staring at.
Familiar faces appear, along with new ones, and the group is welcomed into what looks like a real stronghold. But the dream doesn't last long. As they settle in, it becomes clear that Charleston isn't the safe haven they imagined. Rules are strict. Information is controlled. Power is concentrated in ways that feel uncomfortable.
Tom.
The second mass begins to realize that surviving the aliens may mean dealing with a different kind of enemy.
No!
News of a possible Skitter presence near Charleston spreads quickly and sends the base into turmoil. Some see it as a threat that must be crushed immediately, while others believe it may be connected to the rebellion Ben joined.
You all right?
Trust begins to fracture as new alliances form and old loyalties are questioned. People are forced to choose sides, and those choices come with consequences. The fight is no longer just about humans versus aliens. It's about control, belief, and what kind of future is worth fighting for. And that's where Season 2 leaves us. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what comes next. Stay tuned.